Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Taste of Basalt live at 25. I'm your host, Ryan Honey. I'm a proud Basalt parent. I know there's nothing else consequential going on in the world tonight, so I'm so glad that you're all here. Thank you so much for being here. It's going to be an amazing, amazing night. I'm so pleased to be your host. I got to say, the energy in this room is amazing. And I really want to ask everyone to hold their applause between our performances tonight. So if you could all just honor that request, it will help us move through the night much faster. So thank you for doing that. In all seriousness, we have an incredible lineup of performers and of students. They're going to give reflections. They're going to share their stories. We're also going to hear from teachers and educators, and we're going to learn about the impacts that BEF is having on our community. To get things started, we have a special introduction from the president of the Basalt Education Foundation Board, Bridget Anslin. That would be followed by a translation and a wonderful welcome in Spanish from Ms. Marisol Enriquez, assistant principal at Basalt Elementary School. So with that, let's listen to the welcome from Bridget.
Good evening and a very warm welcome to the 25th Annual Taste of Basalt event. On behalf of the board, I would like to thank you all for being here with us tonight and supporting Basalt Education Foundation, where we raise funds to enhance education in Basalt Public Schools. It wasn't the celebration we had planned or envisioned for this year. However, we do hope you enjoyed tonight's event. My deepest gratitude to all the board and community members who donated time and resources to make tonight possible. To all the local businesses who donated or sponsored, thank you. And to everyone who bought tickets for tonight's event, your contributions make it possible to fund and grant our 3 schools' requests each year, along with scholarships. To the teachers, administrators, bus drivers, janitors, and cafeteria workers, thank you for making our children's education as normal and as safe as possible at the moment. We are incredibly grateful for your dedication, inspiration, and adaptability you have always shown, however, even more so during these trying times. And lastly, to all the students, thank you for your perseverance, your positivity, and continuing to learn, grow, develop, and adapt. Whether you're back in person or just recently transitioned to the new online program from Basalt, Basalt Education Foundation is here to support you. So thank you so much. Please enjoy the event, have fun with the silent auction bidding, and stay safe.
All right, Ms. Marisol is going to join us to give us a welcome in Spanish. We're delighted to have her tuning in now. How are you, Ms. Marisol?
I'm doing great, thank you. I have my drink ready.
Perfect, as do I. So I'll let you give a quick welcome in Spanish. Thanks for doing it.
Perfect. So I'm Marisol Enriquez, assistant principal at Basalt Elementary School. Cheers to the 25th Taste of Basalt, first of all, and I'm going to translate the president's message. Felicitaciones por los 25 años del Taste of Basalt y voy a traducir el discurso de la presidente. Dice así: buenas tardes y bienvenidos al 25º Taste of Basalt, el sabor de Basalt. A nombre de todos los miembros de la Fundación Educacional de Basalt, queremos agradecerles por estar conectados esta tarde con nosotros. Esta organización dedica toda su actividad a recolectar fondos para las escuelas públicas de Basalt. Obviamente, esta no era la celebración que hubiéramos querido realizar este año, pero realmente esperamos que disfruten del evento. Primero, queremos agradecerles a todos los miembros del comité de la Fundación y miembros de la comunidad por donar su tiempo y sus recursos para nuestra organización. También agradecemos a todos los dueños de negocios y compañías que sirvieron de auspiciadores para este evento o donaron regalos y productos para la subasta silenciosa de esta tarde. Queremos agradecer a todos aquellos que compraron boletos para el evento de esta noche. Sus contribuciones hacen posible que recaudemos los fondos necesarios para financiar las solicitudes de nuestras escuelas locales y los fondos de becas. También queremos extender nuestra gratitud a los maestros, directores, conductores de autobuses, auxiliares de limpieza, cocineros de las cafeterías, por hacer todo lo posible para que la educación de nuestros hijos sea lo más normal posible en este momento. Estamos sumamente agradecidos por la dedicación, inspiración y capacidad de adaptación que siempre han demostrado, y mucho más en estos tiempos tan difíciles que estamos experimentando. Y finalmente, gracias a todos los estudiantes, gracias por su perseverancia, por su actitud positiva, sus ganas de continuar aprendiendo, creciendo, desarrollándose y adaptándose. Ya sea que estén de regreso en la escuela en persona o en transición hacia la escuela en persona, nuestra Fundación Educacional de Basalt está aquí para apoyarlos. Gracias nuevamente, esperamos que disfruten este evento, que lo pasen bien en la subasta silenciosa, se mantengan saludables y a salvo. Gracias.
Thank you, Ms. Marisol. It's been so nice to see you outside the school again. I'm so glad we're back. Thanks, everyone. It's my pleasure now to introduce someone who is making a huge impact in our schools in just a couple of years. That person is Andrew Zarkursky. He teaches music at Basalt Middle School and Basalt High School, and he always goes above and beyond for our kids, something that I've seen the last couple of days as he's prepared for this event. So Andrew is going to have us enjoy some music with BMS and VHS from BMS with Maya Valdez and Isaac Musselman.
Well, hello everybody. My name is Andrew Zarkursky, like Ryan said, and I am the band teacher here at Basalt Middle School and Basalt High School. I'm joined by Maya Valdez and Isaac Musselman. And before we play, I just wanted to say a huge thank you to BEF. This is my second year in Basalt, and the impact that the BEF has had on this school is immense. We have been able to put so many instruments in students' hands because of the work that they're doing with this event and through the grants that they provide for us educators. And so just appreciate that support so much. Here's Maya.
Hi, my name is Maya Valdez, and I'm a senior at Basalt High School. And I wanted to say thank you to the Basalt Education Foundation, as I am an active student in band, and I also was in the high school musical my sophomore year. I really enjoyed the high school musical, which, I got to make a lot of friends now I have in high school. Hopefully I'll say bye to, my senior year, and the sets were so pretty and everything was so bright. So thank you. And I will be singing My Future by Billie Eilish, and it's kind of just like a little piece that we're happy for our future now. We're happy to see what comes of it, especially in the time that we are right now. So I hope you enjoy it. I can't seem to focus, and you don't seem to notice I'm not here. I'm just so near. You check your complexion to find your reflections on your own. I had to move. I'm not alone. Do you understand? I've changed my plans, 'cause I'm in love with my future. Can't wait to meet her, and I'm in love. And all the things yes, just wanna get to know myself. I'm supposed to be lonely now. No one's supposed to be unhappy without someone. But aren't I someone? Yeah. I'd like to be your answer, 'cause you're so handsome.
Amazing. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. So much talent in our schools that's being nurtured through the work of BEF. Wow, what a great way to start. You're going to hear me tonight talk about our sponsors, our wonderful sponsors. I'll be thanking them throughout the night. Throughout the year, all of our sponsors support the mission of BEF, which is to enhance education in Basalt schools. Now, our title sponsor tonight is Alpine Bank, and I normally don't get all warm and fuzzy and mushy about a bank, but these guys really guys and gals go above and beyond when it comes to supporting the community. Not only do they support our community and our schools and BEF with money and funds, but they also give their energy and their time. And it's really remarkable to see firsthand their commitment and how they support BEF. So with that, we're going to see a quick video of insanely beautiful shots of Colorado, or as they call it, a Alpine Bank commercial. I'm ready to go hiking, fishing, snowboarding, and then maybe do a little banking as well. That was great. Up next, I have the pleasure of introducing Jen Elsperman, the principal of Basalt Middle School. I see firsthand every day the incredible work that she does. I have a daughter in the middle school. And the great thing about Jen is that she does her work every day with a smile on her face. So ladies and gentlemen, here is Principal Elsperman.
Hi, Ryan. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Great. I'm so excited to be here to just thank BEF for everything they do for our schools. We truly could not offer all of the enriching things that we offer without the funding that BEF provides. You said it really well. So much talent in our schools is being nurtured by BEF, and that's so true. Between the music program being supported this year, we got a bunch of guitars that could be used from home when we were in distance learning, and that was done through BEF funding. And outdoor ed over time, which we aren't able to do yet this year, but that's something that's been a huge support from BEF that we wouldn't be able to do without you. And the playground, the seed money for our playground, which is being really used heavily now, came from BEF. Specifically, recently, the Spanish programming, the curriculum was purchased by Basalt Education Foundation funding. And then Lego robotics, our coding programs, we have intervention math programs that are differentiated, can be used for advanced or students who are making up ground. Just so many different opportunities. Professional development for teachers, whatever teachers are asking for, the money from BEF is what allows me to say yes to the things that people want to continue to grow. So I'm just extremely thankful and continue to be able to shift things around to provide what families are asking for because of the way that BEF does that funding, allowing us as administrators and as a school to make the decisions around where those funds are most needed. So thank you so very much. I really, really appreciate all of the granting and donations that people are making.
And everyone appreciates so much all you do for our kids. So thank you.
Thanks. Well, I love having your kids. It's fun to have them back with their smiling faces behind their masks, the eyeballs.
See it in their eyes.
Yep.
Well, so normally, folks, at this time, we would all be at the Roaring Fork Club eating bites and tastes from local restaurants. But of course, because of COVID, that's not happening. And this is a year that our restaurants need support from us. So if you bought a ticket to tonight's event, you have a voucher to go support one of our local eateries. And I encourage everyone to safely patronize our restaurants so that next year we can all be back at our event in 2021. Here's a list of our restaurant partners: Alegria Restaurant, Cece's Cafe, Capitol Creek Brewery and Restaurant, Free Range Kitchen and Wine, Landmark Cafe, Mezzaluna, Maud's Thai House, Ocean Seafood and Raw Bar, Thai House Co. and Sushi, Tempranillo, The Tipsy Trout, Wiener Stube, and Zane's Tavern. Please get out there and safely support these establishments as you can all winter long. We're going to need them next year when we're back to normal for the Taste of Basalt. So thank you to all of our participating restaurants. Up next, I have the pleasure of introducing one of the science teachers from Basalt Middle School, Amy Kaufman. Amy makes science cool because kids' science is cool, and she is going to introduce to us some of the kids whose interest in science has been supported by the work of BEF. Amy, how are we doing?
Great. How are you, Ryan?
I'm wonderful. I'm having a great time tonight, and hopefully everyone else is. Tell us what's going on in the school.
Well, my kids have been lucky enough to benefit from a couple different BEF grants. We have purchased a lot of consumable science supplies with the generosity of BEF. Those include dissection materials like pig hearts and frogs for our 7th graders to study more about the human body. It includes kits to make motors for kids as we delve into magnetism and electricity. I just put a big order in for materials for 8th graders to make self-propelled cars. We've purchased other things that we need for everyday science classes. And then also my kids have benefited from grants for Code HS for learning Python language, and also for our first Lego League and Lego Robotics program. BEF has funded kits and also registration costs for regional tournaments and then also the state tournaments. So I am so grateful. I feel like being a teacher in Basalt is, you feel so supported by the community, and I've never had to worry about finding things to fuel passion, finding funding to fuel the passion I have to get kids with hands-on supplies. And I'm so grateful.
That's what BEF is here to do. And if you had pig hearts and Python language in your Taste of Basalt bingo, then congratulations, because you just got 2 of those that were unexpected. So, and do we have some kids we're going to talk to who are part of the program? I believe some kids from the robotics program, right?
Hi, guys.
Hello.
Go ahead and introduce them, Amy.
This is Nadav Hahn and John Raleigh. They've been in the Lego Robotics program. This is their 2nd year, and they were in the first Lego League team last year that we went on to state and win an award at states. And they're just really enthusiastic, both science and robotics students, and I'm so glad to have them here.
Guys, tell us a little bit about what you love about robotics and science.
John, you can start, I guess.
What I really like about the robotics program is really how there's not like a set course for anything. Like you can just build whatever you can just make what you think you need, and you don't need to like build exactly what Ms. Kaufman's telling you to do.
Something that I really enjoy about Lego is, again, something like John, but it's like building Legos competitively. Like you can beat people. And I also really enjoy I really enjoy coding, so that's a good place for me to code. So yeah.
I have a feeling one of you two is going to end up in space as an astronaut. I have that feeling right now.
What do you think? What do you think, guys?
I don't think I'm going to be one. Not on my life.
Up to you, Nadav.
Yeah, not me. No, I'm okay.
And do you guys remember the dissections that we did?
Yes,
we did the pig hearts before we got shut down.
I really loved the dissections. That was a really fun part.
Yeah, that was really fun. Everyone else thought it was gross, but that was really fun.
Good.
It's great to have you guys here. It's so great to know that you have the resources you need so that you can explore science in a meaningful and impactful way. Keep doing Legos competitively. I don't know that I've ever heard of that, but you guys keep at it and keep rocking it. And thank you for doing all that you do, Amy.
Oh, thank you for the support of BEF.
Well, we're thrilled to do it, and we're so grateful to hear from those kids and from Amy. I want to again thank our title sponsor, Alpine Bank, as well as all of our gold sponsors. I told you I was going to be running through lots of sponsors, and I'm going to do it now. I want to thank all of our gold sponsors, including Aspen Daily News, Umbrella Roofing, U.S. Bank, the Fred and Ellie Easelin Foundation, the Ritvo Family Foundation, the Aspen Times, Sally Sheikman from Sotheby's, the City of Aspen, Land Title Company, Schlumberger Schreer Construction, Brave & Co. Design, Paragon Systems Integration, and A&B Bank. Thanks to all of our gold sponsors for supporting our schools. Oh, and I'm getting an alert in my imaginary earpiece that we have some breaking news from my living room. Actually, I've got to put a mask on for this. We apparently have a special guest who's broken into my home. BEF board member Sarah Bay has crashed the party, and she's going to come on here to tell you all about what is happening. You got a lot taller, didn't you?
It's amazing, isn't it?
Tell us what's happening with the live auction right now.
All right, you guys. So Ryan,
Yes.
I started working on this back in August.
Okay.
And I gave myself a goal because you got to have goals in life.
Gotta
right?
have goals.
Got to have goals. Goal was $20,000.
How we doing?
You guys, guess what? $21,000 as of minutes ago.
Shattered that goal. High five. Oh, wait, no, we can't high five. High elbow. There you
Okay,
go.
got it. So, guys, we've got 24 hours left. This is amazing. Our sponsors, our donors, BEF Taste Team, everyone has far surpassed all of my wildest imaginations, all of my goals. And there is some incredible stuff on there. There are some bidding wars happening now. It's super fun to
I
watch.
feel like we
all
should
the-
set a new goal, like maybe
It's
25,000.
now 25,000.
25,000.
25,000.
You heard it here first. We might check back in with Sarah to find out if we break that 25,000. But we need you guys to go and support basaltedu.org. That's the place to go. There's awesome items up there.
Awesome stuff.
Good,
Thanks,
good.
Ryan, for
Yeah,
having me.
good.
All right, bid much, bid high, bid all the time. Keep bidding. You got 24 hours. Look how short I got.
Help me. She broke into my house. Oh, that's so great. Now, listen, if you're not bidding on the silent auction, that's okay. You can still go on and donate. Whatever you can give, every dollar helps. So please, please, please become a donor to Basalt Education Foundation. It makes a huge, huge difference. So up next, I have the pleasure of introducing two amazing folks from the elementary school. We have Suzanne Wheeler, former principal of Basalt Elementary School, and we also have Grant Waller, who is the current principal of Basalt Elementary School. Hello, Suzanne, and Grant is coming on right now. Thank you both so much for all you do for our kiddos and for your dedication to the growth and learning. I will leave the floor to you.
Okay. Grant, go ahead.
Okay, thank you, Suzanne. Well, I just want to take a quick minute to introduce myself. I'm Grant Waller, and as Ryan mentioned, I'm new to town, but I've already had my hair cut by Lonnie at the Basalt Barber Shop, and on days I forget my lunch, I make it over to Maud's Thai House for some yummy meals. I've walked every historical marker and read it in downtown Basalt. But I quickly learned what a special community Basalt is, and I want to share a quick story that exemplifies that. At the beginning of the year, we were inviting kids and families in to come meet their new teachers, and everything was going great until the sun started beating down on us in August. And Tori put out a call to our parent community saying we need some tents. And within 30 minutes, I think we had about a dozen tents delivered to the school, set up for us, and saving our teachers and families from some bad sunburns. So that quickly demonstrated to me what a supportive community we have in Basalt. And I want to thank our community, but I especially want to thank the Basalt Education Foundation for your steadfast support over many years. And while I'm at it, I also want to thank Suzanne for her 22 years of service to our kids and our community. And I want to thank you, Suzanne, for positioning me so well for further success. So while it may sound strange to say in the middle of a pandemic, I love my job, and I'm grateful to this community, and I'm looking forward to a partnership and a bright future working together to help our kids and help them learn and grow and thrive. And congratulations on passing our goals for the auction. I got my fingers crossed for the things I'm on there for. So anyway, thanks everybody. Thanks, Suzanne.
All right. Thank you, Grant. Hi, I'm Suzanne. I was the principal at Basalt Elementary for the past 22 years. It's an honor and pleasure to be able to talk to you tonight. This is my 23rd Taste of Basalt. Usually you would see me as you walked in the door. I would offer you a glass for wine, and my husband has spent many years pouring beer in the bar. And we're kind of disappointed to do it, but this is so exciting and fun and amazing in a very unique way. And hey, it's 2020. As a principal, I have been able to see some amazing things happen in our school for kids in ways that could not have happened without the support of the Basalt Education Foundation. Those include, we started a STEM program about 5 years ago and used those funds to continue not only to start the program, but to grow it into such an engaging and fun experience for kids, kindergarten through 4th grade. BES has a dual language program, and a number of years ago, we used the BEF funds raised at the Taste of Basalt to grow that program and really refresh it. We got a lot of new materials in the classroom for kids and teachers, and we're able to offer some outstanding and really engaging professional development for teachers, including some trips to Santa Fe and Albuquerque for our teacher teams. We've used those funds to improve our library program from more of a traditional program to such an engaging media experience for the kids. The teacher grants have really offered teachers really creative opportunities to just turn the instructional experience into magic for the kids. So I've just seen some outstanding things and couldn't have been done without the passion and commitment from Basalt Education Foundation. And with that, thanks to Debbie, and Martha, 25 years ago starting it, and to all the new members now, Sarah, Ryan, Amy, those unnamed, cheers, and congratulations on 25 years.
Thank you so much,
Ryan.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Really appreciate it. I can
Thanks
attest.
for having me.
Well, thank you. I guess to say I can attest personally to the great work they're doing at the elementary school, because I can no longer help my 4th grader with math homework. So I have no idea that new math. It's pretty amazing. So thank you for all you do for our kids. We really appreciate it.
Yeah. And good luck, Grant. I know you're going to do a great job.
Thanks, Suzanne.
Bye.
All right, with that, I have the pleasure of bringing in another staff member from Basalt Elementary School. Maureen Hinkle is a talented musician and also a music educator and a friend. Hello, Maureen.
Hi.
How are you?
Basalt and our Roaring for community. I'm so happy to be here supporting Taste of Basalt tonight.
We're glad.
This is my 12th year being the music teacher at Basalt Elementary School. And in that time, Basalt Education Foundation has done a lot to support my music program in a number of ways. They supported me by offering me financial assistance to attend the Music Educators Conference in Colorado Springs. They helped me purchase a classroom set of ukuleles so that I can teach ukulele to all of my 3rd and 4th grade students, which is something that I enjoy and something that they enjoy so much. And for every year of my tenure at Basalt Elementary, they have offered a music scholarship to honor the late, great Mary Holleran, who many folks in our community may remember. She was the music teacher before I took the reins in 2009. For 10 years, Basalt Education Foundation presented a monetary award to one outstanding 4th grader based on the criteria of ability, attitude, interest, and need. In 2018, we changed the award from a monetary scholarship to the presentation of an instrument. So for the last 2 years, we have presented 4 outstanding 4th graders their own ukulele. And tonight you're going to hear a performance from some of my past and present music students. We've done this all-girl group, the Ukuleles. And one of our ukuleles is actually one of our scholarship recipients from a couple years ago. Her name is Daniela Gonzalez Nunez, and she's here to play on her instrument for you. Her instrument that she was awarded by the Basalt Education Foundation. Daniela, can you say hi? Can you hear me? Show us your instrument, Daniela. Awesome. Yeah, that's her very own instrument. We got to put it in her hands, and now she's here with some of her friends to play Stand By Me for you. I gotta tell you, I am so proud of these girls. It's been so fun to practice with them, and I really hope you enjoy the song.
1, 2, here we go.
Wow, the ukuleles. That is what is possible when you support BEF, putting instruments in the kids' hands and seeing the magic that can happen. Well done, ukuleles. That was fantastic. Thank you, Maureen and Andrew, for making that possible. I want to thank, again, our title sponsor, Alpine Bank. I want to thank all of our gold sponsors. And I also want to acknowledge all of our silver sponsors. So let's work through our silver sponsors here. We have Academy Mortgage Corporation, Achieve Health and Performance, David J. Borchers, MD. We have 3 or 4 anonymous donors. Thank you for being anonymous and donating. Aspen Snowmass Sotheby's, Becky Dombrowski, Aspen Snowmass Sotheby's, Kristen Maley, and Doug Nihazel. Aspen Snowmass Sotheby's, Tara Reed and Corey Didier Holmes. Aspen Snowmass Sotheby's, Ted Borchelt. The Bank of Colorado, Basalt Bike and Skis, CCY Architects, Decatur Wilkie Incorporated, FCI Constructors Incorporated, JVA Consulting Engineers, KA Design Works, Karen White Interior Design, Lipkin Warner Design and Planning, LS Group, Mountain Chevrolet, Obermeyer Wood Investment Council, Remax Signature, Brenda Wild, Tony Koya, Reese Henry and Company, Seven Castles Construction, the Romero Group, Timberline Bank Aspen, Was Campbell, Rivera, Johnson, and Velasquez, LLP. I'm now going to do all of those in one breath. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not going to do that. I want to thank all of them, all of our silver sponsors, for being donors tonight. We're so grateful. If you are not a sponsor yet, that's okay, because you can still donate tonight. You can donate now. And here's an amazing thing that's happening. Because it's our 25th year at the Taste of Basalt, we have a special matching grant made available by the generosity of Steve and Lee Ritvo. Thank you, Steve and Lee. They are matching up to $25,000 in donations tonight. So whether you can give $5 or $10, or you're that person who can write a check for $25,000 right now, please, please, please give it tonight, because Steve and Lee are going to match it. It's going to double the impact, and we're going to have a whole other crop of ukuleles in a couple of years if you give now. So please, please, please support BEF. You saw just now the impacts that it has. And because of the Ritvo's generosity, we have a matching donation. We can double our impact. So every dollar helps, and no donation is too small, seriously. So up next, I have the pleasure of introducing the principal of Basalt High School, Peter Mueller. So Peter's going to be joining me, and I just want to make it clear to Principal Mueller that the other kids totally made me do it. So there's Peter. I don't know, I'm not sure if you heard me, which is probably, oh, he did. Okay, all right. It wasn't my idea. I just got goaded into it, so I'm sorry.
It's great to be here. Thank you so much. We've loved our support from Basalt Education Foundation, and the kind of programming that we've been able to offer over the years just could not have been possible without the generosity of the foundation. It's great to be here again. One of the things I'd like to comment on is just how excited we are to be back in school. I ran into a young lady at the Friday afternoon, Vanessa Vargas. She was coming out of Miss Kat Lewis's classroom in English, and she's got a tough classroom in there. She's got AP Language and Composition, and what I was so impressed with was she had gone across the hall, seen Miss Lewis, and when I talked to her after class on Friday afternoon, she just remarked about how excited she was to be back in school, learning from her teachers, person to person. It's that kind of spirit that I think is part of our Basalt community. and it's something that I feel really proud to represent each and every day. When I think about our support from Basalt Education Foundation, we focused on a few things: professional development, college readiness, and outdoor education. All three of those are ways in which we really create this connection between our teaching staff and our students, whether it's the freshman orientation trip, XED, or just being able to take students down in minibuses down to a college visit to help students see themselves in college. It's what makes Basalt a really special place where students see the opportunities to grow and thrive, first and foremost, through that connection with their teachers.
Thank you, Peter, for all you do for our students and for your staff. It's a pleasure to have you here tonight and to share your thoughts on what BEF does. So thank you.
Absolutely, my pleasure, and thank you.
Absolutely. All right, we're going to go back to grade school now, which will be really fun. I'm going to have the pleasure of introducing the librarian from Basalt Elementary School, Miss Sherry. If you don't know Miss Sherry, I'm sorry for you, because Miss Sherry is awesome. So here she is. She has inspired a lifelong love of learning in so many students, including my kids. So Miss Sherry, thank you, and tell us what's going on with the library.
Thank you, Ryan. I wrote a poem. So congratulations to the Taste of Basalt for 25 years, the efforts of a community of parents, businesses, and restaurateurs. People from all over the valley flock to the Roaring Fork Club to eat, mingle, celebrate, and eat lots of grub. I have been fortunate to attend many tastes and have created many memories over the years, dancing, lots of silent auctions, and a sampling of wine and beers. From the first days of the taste event to this very day, so much has been granted to the BES library. Thousands of books, ebooks, book club books galore, a green screen setup, genrefying resources, and more. The BEF came through for each and every request. They are very generous. To that, I can attest. I wish everyone could experience the excitement and the looks when I present students with a brand new box of books. Last year, we started a 4th grade book bunch. Over 30 students joined and met once a month during lunch. We needed copies for each and every reader, but we didn't have the funds. The BEF came through and supported our members. They purchased a book for everyone. These books are special. These books have different voices. These books gave our students a love and a variety of choices. I am here to thank you on behalf of all students at BES. With your support over the years, our library is the very best. Thank you to this year's committee for thinking out of the box. Cheers to 25 years of volunteers. This town truly rocks.
That is so great. No one had any idea that the support of BEF was going to commission a poem tonight. So now I think we have a couple of kids that are going to be joining us to talk a little bit about what the library has meant to them and their impact. So why don't you go ahead and introduce these wonderful students?
Hi, I have Hazel and Stella, who are members of the book club, and Brisa, who is one of my very best students and comes to the library all the time since kindergarten. So,
what do you guys love about the library?
Our favorite part of the library was probably getting to check out books that we might not have found on our own. My favorite
and how about the book
library?
Sorry. Go ahead, Brisa.
My favorite library was having just lots of books. A lot of books.
And we have the BEF to thank for all those books.
Brisa, you're muted. If you want to unmute yourself, everyone would love to hear your thoughts on the book club and the library and why Miss Sherry is the best librarian ever.
Well, Miss Sherry is very nice.
Thank you, Brisa.
And she always tries to find the right book that we want. She always gives
She always gave us fun stuff to do when we wouldn't want to check out a book or look at other books, like where we had to find like words and like a jar she made. That was fun, and then she had other stuff to entertain us while we want to read.
Lots of fun library games. Yeah. Thanks, Brisa. How about the book club, girls? What was your favorite book last year?
My favorite, our favorite books are Watch Hollow and its sequel. Yeah. They were both kind of scary, but they were scary in a magical way, and there was a lot of things that younger kids might not understand, but it's perfect for third through fifth graders.
That's right. It was a very spooky, mysterious book. I love that Watch Hollow also. Brisa, you would love it too, because Brisa loves spooky mystery books.
I have a feeling book sales of that book are going to go up by like 30% in the Basalt region in the next 2 hours. Well, thank you all for sharing your love of reading and for sharing the impacts that BEF has on the library and the book club. We're really grateful to have you here tonight.
We are so grateful for all of you. Thank you. Cheers.
Thanks, gang. All right, so this is the 25th year of the Taste of Basalt. Wow, 25 years. We're going to take a minute here and learn about the history of this wonderful event. Even though it's never looked like this before, it is the 25th continuous year. So we're going to hear from some of the folks who started it. So please help me welcome two of the Taste of Basalt founders, Deb Morrison and Martha O'Keefe, are going to join us now. And they're going to tell us about how the idea was concocted. And it looks like we have Martha, and you can tell us why you think it's been so successful. Oh, can't hear you. We'll need you to unmute yourself. That little button with the microphone with the X through it. And I certainly can tell you, I think the Taste of Basalt is the greatest party every year in the Valley. So well done on that front.
Thank you. Yeah, well, we were all on the kindergarten, full day kindergarten committee, and we had to raise funds for scholarships because full day kindergarten was a paid kindergarten, and we had to be able to offer scholarships for those that couldn't afford the tuition. So we came up with, let's just get it one and done instead of doing a bunch of bake sales and whatnot. So they put me in charge, and I just thought, well, let's do a Taste of Basalt. And because there was a Taste of Aspen I think at the time, and we had such great community support with musicians and restaurants and liquor vendors. And we had my girlfriend, Christy Lee, owned the big Casa de Emma home in Emma. She was my neighbor at the time. And so she said, Martha, why not have it here? Because we were having a hard time finding a location. And so she said, why not have it here? And we were like, sure, let's have it there. And our husbands went in and took out all the furniture and moved it into her big barn that she had, and then moved it back in the next day. And but it was ideal for tastings, because there was like little rooms here and there, and so it was really quite unique. And it was basically Basalt's sort of prom, adult prom.
Yeah, and how does it feel 25 years later to know that it's still going and it's having the kind of impacts that it's having?
Yeah, oh, I think it's fabulous. I really do. And We turned it over, I think, in 2003 or 2004, because most of us didn't have kids in the elementary school or middle school anymore, and my committee members, and so we just thought it needed new blood, and so that's when we sort of turned it over, and I think they've done a wonderful job just going forward. And expanding it to the Basalt Education Foundation and getting that all set up and cheers to Judy Simisak and and some of those gals that and Dee Dee that got all that going.
Well, on behalf of all the parents, all the teachers, the administrators, and the students, thank you for your vision and for creating this wonderful, wonderful thing that is transforming education in Basalt.
Thank you. Yeah, it's been great, and I'm sorry we couldn't have one this year, but it's like most nonprofits, they're just struggling, and you have to think outside the box and get something else done.
Well, there was a real hit tonight to the teenage babysitting markets. They really felt the blow in that all the families are not hiring babysitters tonight. So I guess they'll just have to wait till next year. So
yeah.
Well, thank you again, and please give our thanks to the rest of the founders who put this together, and we really, really appreciate you.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Thank you so much. All right, so just a quick show of hands. How many of you have been to see one of the high school musicals? Oh, right. Yeah, no, I still can't see anybody. I'm alone in my living room. I forgot about that. I bring that up because I have seen a lot of the high school musicals here, and they are fantastic. I've seen a lot of theater in my life, and the kids in our high schools, they know how to do it right. It is really, really incredible to watch them put on these productions with their passion, bearing their souls, and giving it their all. We are so lucky tonight to have a performance from a BHS student. Evie Becker is here. Evie was featured in last year's fabulous show. Hello. Hi, welcome.
Hi.
Nice to see you. You were in the Addams Family, which was great.
I was Pugsley Addams, who is Wednesday's little brother.
You were fantastic. Well done on that
Thank
show.
you.
Now tell us, what are you going to perform tonight?
I'm going to perform There Are Worse Things I Could Do from the musical Grease.
Great. Well, take it away.
Thank you. There are worse things I could do than go with a boy or two. Even though the neighborhood thinks I'm trashy and no good, I suppose it could be true. But there are worse things I could do. I could flirt with all the guys, smile at them and bat my eyes, press against them when we dance, make them think they stand a chance, then refuse to see it through. That's a thing I'd never do. I could stay home every night, wait around for Mr. Right, take cold showers every day, and throw my life away on a dream that won't come true. I could hurt someone like me out of spite or jealousy. I don't steal and I don't lie, but I can feel and I can cry, a fact I'll bet you never knew. But to cry in front of you, that's the worst thing I could do.
Thank you. That was amazing. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hey, and listen, we're gonna get back to making theater sooner than later. So you keep doing what you do.
Thank you so much.
It's really great to have that. Wonderful. What a cool performance that was from her living room or her bedroom. Just amazing to put that out there to the world. So I'm going to take a moment to again thank our title sponsor, Alpine Bank, all of our gold sponsors, all of our silver sponsors, and there are some sponsors who did make the podium, the bronze sponsors. So this year's bronze sponsors include Aspen Digger, Aspen Grove Property Services, Aspen Snowmass Sotheby's International Realty, Stephanie Williams, Aspen Valley Hospital, Bay Equity Home Loan, Black Timber Dirt Works, John and Jen Rupert, Ray and Beth Coulter, Alan Friedman, Auden Shedler, Engel and Volkers, First Bank, Frying Pan Anglers, Lytel Electric, Stan Clausen Associates Incorporated, Timberline Excavation, and Walmart. Thank you again to all of our sponsors. And if you're not a sponsor, you can still go to basaltedu.org and donate. Every dollar counts. It's matched by the RITBOs tonight. So let's make them write that whole check for $25,000 because they're so generous. Let's take advantage of it. If you can give $5 or $10, anything you can give helps. So one of the coolest things that BEF does with the funds that we're raising tonight is give out scholarships to kids. And it's really, really impactful. We're going to be joined here by one of the board members from BEF who serves on the scholarship committee. Kristen Maley is going to join me now and talk a little bit about what the scholarship program is and how it works. So Kristen, welcome aboard.
Hi, thank you so much. It means a lot to be able to talk about the scholarship program. I was interested to learn that when Martha O'Keefe shared that they gave kindergarten scholarships, ours are a little bit different. We give scholarships to deserving, high-achieving Basalt High School graduates. Tara Haas and Erica Levitt and I started the program. We started talking about it in 2014, and then we gave our first scholarships out in 2015 with the help of our open-minded board. I think since then we've given 69 students varying amounts totaling well over $120,000. And Steve and Lee Ritvo along the way have helped grow our program. We used to just have a general scholarship, BEF scholarship, and with their help, we have a George Ritvo scholarship for students that are interested in pursuing academics in the field of STEM. And then, of course, the Saul Michael Ritvo scholarship, and that's for a first-time college-going student. And I think maybe I'm hoping that you've read in the newspaper that we had a huge anonymous donation of $250,000 to start a scholarship endowment. Scott Mercier with Merrill Lynch is managing that money. And then every year we get to pick one student, top-notch student, first-time college going in their family, and they have a renewable up to 5-year scholarship. And also, we have a fourth scholarship, the Chiara Del Piccolo Scholarship, and it's in Chiara's memory. She was a top-notch student. She was in multiple sports, and she was super community-minded. So one student every year gets a scholarship in her memory. This year we had, over 50 applications for those 4 scholarships. We interviewed 15 kids. And we ended up awarding all 15 kids with the help of Mid-Valley Metro. And we have 2 of them here tonight. I'm hoping they're in your backstage room. Dyra Gallegos and Daniel Sherry. They floated to the top. They're perfect examples of why we have this program. I'll let them speak. Dyra, maybe you could tell us about how college is going and how the funds helped you get there.
Yeah, so college right now, it's a little hard just because of COVID, it's definitely going on. And, Daniel and I have actually been really helping each other go through this because we live really close by. But overall, it's been a challenge to be able to network and meet new people, but I'm trying my best, and I know Daniel is as well. And the scholarship, oh my goodness, it has helped me so much. This year I wasn't able to work with work study, just because it's really hard to get a job. And just knowing that like I have that scholarship and all that money to the side that I can save up and use for my own needs is really useful right now. And like the benefits that I'm getting is beyond.
Thank you so much. I'm so glad it's been helpful to you. And then Daniel, maybe you could tell us, I know you were a head student while you were a senior at Basalt High School, and tell us how BHS prepared you for college life.
Well, this COVID college life, I don't know if anything really could have prepared me for that, but how education is going, BHS has been a blessing. To have, I think Solar Rollers was funded by BEF, and that really has just being involved in that has helped me a lot become an engineer like I am today. So.
So grateful. I know we're running a little over, so is there anything else either of you would like to share? I'm so grateful. They're both, I forgot to mention, at CU Boulder, and they happen to be nearby, so they're able to get together. But any just parting words just in support of the scholarship program?
I just want to say how thankful I am and how blessed. As a first generation student, my parents really didn't know like I was coming to college and like how expensive it was, and knowing that I have the support of my community and like all these scholarships are given to first generation students and students who want to continue their education is beyond powerful, and I'm just beyond so thankful, and it just gets me really emotional, and like I get really excited for what's to come, and like I'm beyond blessed for everyone that's donating to BF and what they have brought to us.
Yeah, I'd just like to say thank you too. You kind of said everything. It's great to have the support of the community behind us and just know that people want us to succeed, and that's why we're here.
Your community believes in you. All the money that we get, it gets divvied out to administrators, to teachers, but our passion is to lift students like you from Basalt into college and to further your education. So more power to you. We are behind you.
Thank you so much.
That is why we are here tonight, for those kids. It's as simple as that. Those kids succeeding in these crazy, strange times with the support of this community. That is why we're here. I don't know if you heard Kristen mention 50 applicants for those 4 spots. What that tells me is that we need to raise more money so they can give away more scholarships to help more kids succeed, like we just saw there. So I want to once again thank our title sponsor, Alpine Bank, all of our sponsors tonight, all the people that have donated, all of you bidding up the silent auction, which is going crazy right now. Get back in there and keep bidding. There's some great things to be had. I want to give a shout out real quick to Sean Jeffries from Thunder River Theater. He's the man behind the curtain making all this tech work. I want to give a huge shout out to my wife, Amy Honey, who has put this all together. Now, normally at this point in the night, what would happen at the Taste of Basalt is we all work our way over to the dance floor and everybody laughs at me and Kale as we go crazy to House of Pain, jump around, right? But we can't do that because we're not all together. So my wife is actually going to put on a few tunes to take us out. But I again want to thank everyone for being a part of this community. I mean, what this organization is doing for our teachers, for our students, for our administrators, it's remarkable, and it happens because of the work of so many people. So on behalf of the board of BEF, the school administrators, the teachers, the staff, the students, thank you for supporting Basalt Schools. I look forward to raising a glass with all of you next year in person, which we will do. But thank you for everyone's creativity and for joining us online. Oh, here we go. Happy Taste of Basalt 2020. Cheers, everybody.